Yeah. Fly high on the wings of a butterfly. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fly high on the wings of a butterfly. Yeah. Let's go. Levitation happens with inspiration. Becomes your motivation. Uplifting conversation. Love throughout the nation. Get your wings of power on the Miss Butterfly Show. Yeah. Fly high on the wings of a butterfly. Fly high on the wings of a butterfly. On the Miss Butterfly Show. On the Miss Butterfly Show. On the Miss Butterfly Show. Yeah. Fly high on the wings of a butterfly. On the Miss Butterfly Show. Yeah. You're now tuned in to the Miss Butterfly Show with your host, Miss Butterfly. If you came here for great music, gospel news, inspiration, and motivation, then you're in the right place. Enjoy the show.
I gotta be honest, I don't know. This time I don't have the answers. I'm just out here trusting God. Sing, Monica.
Why would I think that I can't handle this alone? When so many things in my life were going wrong. People I loved made promises they didn't keep.
It wasn't the first time.
I should have known better.
Yeah.
I tried to do better. There was no one to blame but me.
There were times that my faith got weak, and the tears made it hard to sleep. And the things didn't go my way.
Got in my feelings.
In my pride, I refused to pray.
I was talking to everybody else. I should have been talking to you, Father.
I'm just out here trusting God.
Trusting God, I'm trusting God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Believing every word
You promised me.
Right now.
I'm just
Out here, holding on.
And we want you to know, when life seems out of control,
be still and know
Be still. Let God
He's in control.
still in control.
When it doesn't make sense,
Be still.
my God.
Then my God.
you might have to cry, but you gotta know
Still in control.
that God is in control. When you're in your storm, somebody's hurting right now. God's still with you. Just be still and know. Still. When you don't understand it, you just need to. And God, even when you don't do it my way, it's not because you can't. You know more than I know. You're still in control. God, I can see to the corner, but you see around the corner. You know what's best for me. Even when you don't do it, the prayers you didn't answer, you have something better for me. Monica, he's still in. God, nothing gets to me without going through you. It's been Father filtered, that's why. I'm just out here, in spite of the pain. I know it hurts, but just keep believing. You still believe. Yes, still. When you don't know, just know that God is in control.
In control. Be still and know.
Praise Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, praise the Lord, great saints and friends. This is your girl, Miss Butterfly. And for the next 59 minutes, I'll be giving you great gospel music, inspiration, motivation, and gospel news. We have a great show for you today. And whether I'm jump-starting your week, or we're hanging out in the water cooler, or the lunch break during the week, or we're hanging out on the weekend, this is the day that the Lord has made, and we are going to rejoice and be glad in it. We're going to go ahead and get going with Miss Ami with her latest single entitled Beautiful, right here on your favorite station with your absolute favorite butterfly, right here on the Miss Butterfly.
You were tuned in to the hottest station on the planet. Keep it locked.
We're beautiful, me and you hold me down. It's beautiful being with you. Thankful for me and you. Thank you for being you. Whoa. We're beautiful, me and you hold me down. It's beautiful being with you. Grateful for me and you. Thank you for being you. Whoa.
They know I open wide when I heard you knocking. We the perfect fit like I've been shopping. Put me on my feet, no flip-flopping. So I'm staying the course, no lane hopping. Put that oil on me and I'm drip dropping. You the truth, you ain't never lied. Giving you the wheel cause I'm down to ride. Long as you my leader, then I'm satisfied. In your presence, get a different vibe. In your glory, that's a different shine. Put that word in me, got a different mind. So old, like I'm from a different time. Never left me hanging, showed up right on time. I'm just a mortal, Lord, you divine. If I'm the branch, Lord, you the vine. If I'm the plug, Lord, you supplying. You got my mind right, cause you certified. I ain't even worthy, but I'm authorized. I was living dirty till you qualified me. For that, I forever stay free. Blessings on blessings, lessons on lessons. You keep on developing me. I only feel safe in your arms. So for that, you're forever my peace. My king. You're beautiful, one of a kind. Praise Jesus. Thank you for the things you do. Thank you for being you. You're beautiful, one of a kind. Praise Jesus. Thank you for the things you do. Thank you for being you. You're beautiful, one of a kind. Praise Jesus. Thank you for the things you do. Thank you for being you. You're beautiful, one of a kind. Praise Jesus. Thank you for the things you do. Thank you for being you. We're beautiful, me and you hold me down. It's beautiful being with you. Thankful for me and you. Thank you for being you. Whoa. We're beautiful, me and you hold me down. It's beautiful being with you. Grateful for me and you. Thank you for being you. Whoa.
now I have life abundantly. No longer defeated, nothing is holding me. I just want you to see it, that now I have the victory. What I changed, I am no longer the same way. Now I can say, it's looking up since you came into my life. It's looking up, 'cause all the wrong you made right. Things passed away, left in yesterday. It's looking up, it's a brand new day. It's looking up since you came into my life. It's looking up, 'cause all the wrong you made right. Things passed away, left in yesterday. It's looking up, it's a brand new day. Dance. It's okay if you won't dance. Dance. If you feel joy, it's okay to dance. Now I can say, it's looking up.
My God is able to. My God is able to. My God is able to do exceeding abundantly above all you could ask or think. He's able to. Come on and help me sing. My God is able to. My God is able to. My God is able to do exceeding abundantly above all you can ask or sing. He's able to. He will supply your every need according to His riches. He'll keep you from falling and present you faultless before His glory. He's able to heal and to set you free, cause the lame to walk and blind to see. If He did it for them, I know He'll do it for me. He's able. He'll exceed your expectations and perform miracles. Signs and wonders will unfold. We serve an able God. Whatever you need, my God will supply. Whatever you want, He's able to do it. He'll do exceeding and abundantly above all you could ask or think. Oh, my God is able. Yes, He is able. My God, He's able. Yes, He is able. Come on, lift it up in this place and sing. He's able. Yes, He is able. My God is able. Yes, He is able. He's an able God. We serve an able God. Yes, He is. Your God is able. He's an able God. Yes, He is. Let me tell you what to do. He'll do exceeding abundantly above all you could ask or think. He'll do exceeding abundantly above all. Oh, my God is able to. Oh, lift it up and sing. My God is able to. If you need a healing in your body, my God is able to. If you need your soul saved, my God is able to. He's the right man for the job. My God is able to. All you gotta do is call on. My God is able to. All you gotta do is trust and believe that He is able. Can I ask these questions? Will He bring you out? Will He see you through? Is He able to
That was Julian Cross with Ephesians 3:20, letting us know that God is able. We all know that God is able. I know that God is able. And I hope that you are shaking your head and saying, yes, he is, because God is able. That song almost made me want to pull out my other favorite song of God is Able, and that's Dietrich Haddon and Darwin Hobbs. I think I'm going to have to go and crack the crates open and see if I can find that and even put that in the second half of this here show. But this is the Miss Butterfly Show, and we are coming up to my favorite time of the show, one of my favorite times of the show, and that is with Miss Nina Taylor giving us that gospel news, the gospel tea, letting us know who is charting, topping the charts, and who has new music coming out. So you guys just sit back and relax and just hang out with Miss Butterfly, and we will come back with more great music right here on the Miss Butterfly Show.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Lamont Sanders. I need you to keep it locked right here.
We're fortunate that our daughters have what they need to grow and learn, but that isn't the case for nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. that struggle with hunger.
Childhood hunger is a heartbreaking reality that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and provides it to families and children in need.
You can help kids in need in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
If I could be you,
and you could be me,
for just 1 hour.
If you could find a way
to get inside
each other's mind.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
We've all felt left out. And for some, that feeling lasts more than a moment. We can change that. Learn how at belongingbeginswithus.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
The simplest ways to share a moment with your kids.
What did the buffalo say when he dropped his son off at school? Bye, son.
So take a moment to make your kid laugh, because dad jokes rule. Make your kid laugh today. Go to fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Your number one hit station, jamming the gospel. Jamming the gospel.
Your praise gonna make room for you.
My praise is making room for me, for the blessings and favor yet to receive. My mind is ready, my heart believes. My praise is making room for me. Blessings and favor yet to receive. My mind is ready. My heart believes. Come on, put your hands together. Praise is making room for me. Oh, oh, yes. Say, oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Say, yeah. My worship is making room for me, for His presence and His glory
room. In my school, it's making room. Oh, magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt His name together. I sought the Lord, He heard my cry, He delivered me from all my fears. It's making room. It's making room. Somebody wave your hand in the air. If you believe it, do you believe it? Do you believe it? It's making room. It's making room. It's making room. Do you believe it? Tell your neighbor. It's making room. 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 Yeah, yeah. Anybody believe that it's making room? Don't give up. Don't give in. You're gonna win. I know that you believe it. Open your mouth and praise it. If you believe that your praise is making room for you, somebody clap your hands and praise Him. Making room. Making room. My praise. Making room. Making room. My praise. Making room. Making room. Making room. Do you believe? You want to praise Him right there. My praise. Here we go. Come on, say making room. Making room. Making room.
Gotta hang clap for praise.
Early one Sunday morning, He blessed my for joy. Help me to leap for joy. Come on and leap for joy. Leap. Come on. Come on, that's it. Everybody leap for joy. Ooh. Leap for joy. Hey, I come to praise his name. I come to praise his name. Mighty and powerful name. His everlasting name. I've come to praise the Lord. Help me praise the Lord. One and only Lord. Jesus Christ our Lord. Leap. Come on. Leap for joy. Come on, I see you. Everybody leap. Leap for joy. Get your strength. Get your peace. Give him praise. Ooh. Now the Bible says, for by thee I have run through a troop, and by my God I have leaped over a wall. Come on, everybody, get in the aisle. We're gonna give God praise one more time. Come on. Leap over depression. Leap over doubt. Leap over unbelief. Leap out of your sickness. Leap into your healing. Leap over poverty. Everybody leap. Ooh, yeah.
Now that was an oldie but goodie. That was David Daughtry with Leap. That's right. Leap into your destiny. Leap into your blessing. Leap. That's what we're doing in this season and beyond. We're leaping in everything that it is that we want to have happen for us. This is your girl, Miss Butterfly, and it is my favorite time of the day, or one of my favorite times of the day, and that is when I let my girl, Miss Nina Taylor, come in and give us the gospel news, the gospel tea. So I decrease and let Miss Nina Taylor come on in. How you doing, Nina Taylor?
The good news, the gospel.
How you doing, everybody? I'm Nina Taylor. Here's this week's gospel news. Gospel singer, minister, songwriter, and producer Jonathan Nelson first found success with a pair of Columbia-issued albums, but it was his chart-topping third album, Finished Strong, in 2013, that put him on the map. A native of Baltimore, Maryland, Nelson was raised in the church. His father was a pastor, his mother served as first lady, and his relatives were musicians, all of which led the budding artist to the Baltimore School of the Arts and Morgan State University, where he studied choir. It was then that he began his music career, writing and recording with the vocal ensemble Purpose. Nelson released his major label debut, Right Now Praise, in 2008, earning himself a Dove nomination for New Artist of the Year. Both his debut and the 2010 follow-up, Better Days, and reached the top 10. After moving to Carew label in 2013, Nelson made his biggest commercial breakthrough with the gospel chart-topping Finished Strong. After a 3-year gap, he issued Fearless. Nelson returned in 2018 with Declarations with the great CeCe Winans on the song Because You Are. California native Renee Spearman is a Billboard chart-topping gospel singer-songwriter known for her solo material and her musical partnership with Prez Blackman II. She began her recording career in the late 1990s, often working as a session singer before teaming up with Blackman for a pair of successful albums in the early 2000s. Spearman finally stepped out on her own with 2012's Whoa to Wow, her first solo album. A follow-up, I Love Him, arrived in 2019. Over the next few years, Renee Spearman found work providing backing vocals on albums by the likes of Gladys Knight and Yolanda Adams. She led the Prosperity Crusade Choir on her recording debut, Change the World. In 2001, Spearman and Blackman formed their own label, Black Spear Entertainment. A year later, the duo released Celebrate, an urban contemporary style gospel album credited to Renee Spearman and Prez, featuring Prosperity. Another collaboration with Prez, He Changed Me, arrived on JDI Records in 2008 and returned them to the gospel charts, where it reached number 13. I Love Him became a hit single for Spearman and her special guests Hezekiah Walker and Dr. Holly Carter. Alfred Charles Sharpton Jr., better known as Al Sharpton, is an American civil rights activist, talk show host, politician, and Baptist minister. Born on October 3, 1954, Sharpton is best known for leading a series of protests against racial injustice and founding the National Action Network. He is also a former candidate for the Democratic nomination for the U.S. presidential election. Sharpton hosts Keeping It Real radio show, as well as another talk show on the cable news networks. Born in Brooklyn, New York, his parents are Ada Richards and Alfred Sharpton Sr. In 1969, Jesse Jackson appointed Sharpton as the youth director of Operation Breadbasket of New York City. In 1971, he founded the National Youth Movement, a platform to raise resources for impoverished youth. Sharpton was an instrumental civil rights activist who lent more than his voice to racial prejudice cases like the Howard Beach, Bernhard Goetz, Bensonhurst, and the list goes on and on. In 1991, Sharpton founded the National Action Network to promote voter education. He led more protests against injustice committed in the Crown Heights riot, Freddie Fashion Mark, the killing of Amadou Diallo by the NYPD officers. In 1999, he led protests against the fatal shooting of Tyisha Miller. Several more cases of racial injustice later, Sharpton delivered the eulogy at George Floyd's funeral in 2020. Here's this week's Top 10 Gospel Songs. Number 10, Jacqueline Carr with I Believe God. Number 9, Lord Do It For Me, Zacardi Cortez. 8, Always, Javante Patton. 7, Miracles, Kiara Sheard featuring Pastor Mike Jr. 6, Demetrius West and Jesus Promoters with Great God. 5, Revival, Jules Judah. 4, Heaven, Anthony David and Algebra Brissett. 3, Always Peace, Brian Courtney Wilson. 2, Feel Alright, Blessed, Erica Campbell. And number 1 for this week, Kirk Franklin with All Things. Well, that's your top 10 songs and your gospel news. I'm Nina Taylor. Let's get back to more great gospel music on this great station.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that our daughters have what they need to grow and learn. But that isn't the case for nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. that struggle with hunger.
Childhood hunger is a heartbreaking reality that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and provides it to families and children in need.
You can help kids in need in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Why was the basketball court all wet? Because the players kept dribbling on it.
The dad joke. Corny, groan-worthy, but also one of the simplest ways to share a moment with your kids.
What did the buffalo say when he dropped his son off for school? Bye, son.
So take a moment to make your kid laugh, because dad jokes rule. Make your kid laugh today. Go to fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Right now, our country feels divided, but there's a place where people are coming together.
I was nervous to talk to someone so different than me.
Me too.
Love Has No Labels and One Small Step are helping people with different political views, beliefs, and experiences connect through conversation, and it feels good.
This conversation gives me hope.
It gives me a lot of hope, too.
Take a step toward bringing our country and your community together. Start a conversation at lovehasnolabels.com/onesmallstep. A message from StoryCorps, Love Has No Labels, and the Ad Council.
That boy is on fire.
Y'all ready? Come on, sing it with me. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. You got to get your choir rock on this one. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. Oh, yes it is. It's gonna work. It's gonna Let's go. For your good. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. Clap your hands on you people. Come on. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. Ain't no doubt in my mind. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. Yeah. Yes, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. For your
A testament I gotta tell. Faith I'm about to flex on. I'm studying for the test on. I'm positive my God can do it. He's a king, he's a God, he's a big ass. to the city. It's your girl Strizzy. So put your dancing shoes on. Hey, I'm gonna view that holy city one of these days. You know that I'm gonna view that holy city one of these days. Hallelujah. I'm gonna view that holy city. That holy city. That holy city one of these days. Hey, everybody clap. Can y'all feel that? Now that's church right there, A-Rock. Hey, one of these days. 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 I'm gonna view that holy city one of these days. Hey, I'm gonna sing and never get tired one of these days. You know that I'm gonna sing and never get tired one of these days. Hallelujah. I'm gonna sing and never get tired. Sing and never get tired. Never get tired. Come on, one more time. One of these days. 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 Hey, I'm gonna have a little talk with Jesus. Tell him about my problems. He'll hear my faithful cry and answer my prayer. I'm gonna view. 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 Yes, sir. Come on, Strizzy. I'm gonna view this holy city. Shout my troubles over. Sing and never get tired. Walk the streets of glory. I'm gonna have a little talk with Jesus. Tell him all about my problems. He'll hear my faithful cry. He'll answer my prayer. I'm gonna view. I'm gonna view. I said I'm gonna view. I'm gonna view. Yes, sir. Yes, I'm gonna view. I'm gonna walk, shout, sing, shout, 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 walk, shout, sing, shout. Hey! Y'all know what to do. Get you a dancing partner. Get you a dancing partner. We get ready to dance one more time. Y'all ready? Let's go. Hey! I'm gonna walk, shout, sing, shout, 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 walk, shout, sing, shout. Hey! Somebody show me what you gonna do when you get there. On the streets, I pray we go. I don't know about y'all, but I know where I'm going.
If you can plan barbecues and weddings, you can plan to protect yourself from a natural disaster. Sign up for local alerts, prepare an emergency kit, and make a family communications plan. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
If you love them enough to turn off your music and pretend like their music is your music,
This is Mommy's jam.
then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Let's play it again.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived in Philadelphia. Local time is 3:05 p.m. and the temperature is 67 degrees. At this time, you are now free to use your cellular devices.
You know that feeling when you get to turn your phone on after the plane lands? You can have that feeling every time you drive. Make sure your cell phone is stowed away whenever you are behind the wheel.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Yo, DJ, play me that gospel jam.
Gospel jam. Make some noise if you know you're blessed. No matter what's going on around you, let this be a reminder. Come on, everybody say, blessed. Hey, blessed. Say, I'm blessed. Yeah. Sing it one more time. Blessed. Hey, blessed. Say, we're, and the devil can't stop it. Come on, we're blessed in the city. Come on, y'all. And we're blessed in the field. And we're blessed when we come. Say we, hey, all the way down. For the devil is defeated. Fred Hammond, can you help me? Yo, let me get some. Come on, we're blessed. Yes, sir. And we're blessed. I know I told ya. When we come and when we go. Never is wrong for the devil and we. Hey, come on, everybody there. Bless when you come, bless when you go. Bless, and the band said, bop, bop, bop. Hey, in the morning, in the noonday, in the evening. Oh yeah, say yeah, say yeah. We're blessed in the city. Come on, come on. Bless when we come. And we cast down sickness and poverty. For the devil is. We are. Listen, and late in the midnight hour, God's gonna turn it around. And it's gonna work in your favor. Yeah, come on, I'm singing. Late in the midnight hour, God's gonna turn it around. Yes, He will. It's gonna work in your favor. Yes, it will. Come on, now, I'm telling you. I don't care what it looks like. He's gonna turn it. It's working in your favor. I'm telling you, lady. Hey, and around. Said it's working right now, yeah. It's working right now, yeah. It's working right now, yeah. And around, and around, and around, and around, and around. Turn it around. Hey, I dare you to dance if you're blessed and you know that it's turning in your favor. Oh yeah, I dare you to dance if you're blessed and you know that it's turning in your favor. All the people saying, dare you to dance if you're blessed and you know that it's working out. Oh yes, it's working out. I thank you for it all. The good, bad, the ugly, great and small. The times of victory and when I fall. I'm so grateful that I'm still standing tall. I thank you for my tears. The pain helped me overcome my fears. You've been good to me down throughout the years. It's a miracle that I'm still standing here. All that I am is because all that you brought me through. And everything I survived, it's all because of you.
I thank you for it all. The good, bad, the ugly, great and small. The
small, the times of victory and when I fall, I'm so grateful that I'm still standing tall. I thank you for my tears. The pain helped me overcome my fears. You've been good to me down throughout the years. It's a miracle that I'm still standing here. All that I am is because of all that you brought me through. And everything I survive, it's all because of you. I'm grateful for you.
Well, that concludes this episode of the Miss Butterfly Show with your host, Miss Butterfly. For future episodes of the show, tune into your favorite radio station. Also, like the show on Facebook at The Miss Butterfly Show and subscribe on YouTube. Fly high on the wings of a butterfly on the Miss Butterfly Show, yeah.